The grandfather paradox story you never heard before. It is a story about Tom, who was fascinated by time travel ever since he read a book about it when he was a kid. He dreamed of visiting different eras and witnessing history unfold. He also wondered what would happen if he changed something in the past. Would it affect the present? Would it create a paradox? He got his chance to find out when he stumbled upon a hidden laboratory in his grandfather's basement. There, he discovered a strange device that looked like a metal suitcase with wires and buttons. It was a time machine that his grandfather had built decades ago, but never used. Tom decided to test it out. He set the date to 1955, the year his grandfather met his grandmother at a dance. He wanted to see how they fell in love. He activated the device and felt a surge of energy. The next thing he knew, he was standing outside a school gymnasium where the dance was taking place. He entered the gym and looked around. He saw his young grandfather dancing with a girl who was not his grandmother. He felt a pang of jealousy and anger. How could he do that? He decided to intervene. He approached his grandfather and tapped him on the shoulder. "Excuse me, can I cut in?" he asked. His grandfather turned and looked at him with surprise. He noticed the resemblance between them. "Who are you?" he asked. "I'm a friend of your cousin," Tom lied. "Well, sorry, but I'm busy here," his grandfather said. He tried to resume dancing with the girl, but Tom grabbed his arm and pulled him away. "Listen, you don't want to dance with her," Tom said. "Why not?" his grandfather asked. "Because she's not the one for you," Tom said. "Who are you to tell me that?" his grandfather asked. "I know things," Tom said. "Like what?" his grandfather asked. Like the fact that you're going to meet the love of your life tonight," Tom said. "Really? And who is she?" his grandfather asked. Tom scanned the crowd and saw his grandmother standing by the punch bowl. She looked beautiful in her blue dress and pearls. He pointed at her. "Her," he said. His grandfather followed his gaze and saw her too. He felt a spark of attraction. "Wow, she's pretty," he said. "Trust me, she's more than pretty. She's perfect for you. You have so much in common. You both love science fiction and jazz music and chess. You both want to travel the world and make a difference. You both have a sense of adventure and curiosity. You're soulmates," Tom said. "How do you know all that?" his grandfather asked. "I just do," Tom said. He pushed his grandfather towards his grandmother and hoped for the best. He watched as they exchanged smiles and introduced themselves. They seemed to hit it off right away. Tom felt a wave of relief and satisfaction. He had done it. He had ensured his own existence. He decided to leave them alone and return to the present. He exited the gym and headed back to the time machine. He opened it and entered the date of his departure. He pressed the button and waited for the familiar sensation of time travel. But nothing happened. He pressed the button again and again, but nothing changed. The device was dead. He checked the wires and batteries, but everything seemed fine. He didn't understand what was wrong. Then he realized something horrible. He had created a paradox. By making his grandparents meet each other, he had erased the original timeline where they met someone else first. That meant that his father was never born, which meant that he was never born either. Which meant that he never traveled back in time to make his grandparents meet each other in the first place. He had erased himself from existence. He felt a cold sweat on his forehead and a tightness in his chest. He panicked and screamed for help, but no one heard him. He was alone and doomed. He looked at his hands and saw them fading away like dust in the wind. He was disappearing. And boom, the story is over. If you liked the story and want to listen more like this, like, comment and share the video and subscribe the channel and hit the bell button to never miss any video. See you next time.